Hello. What the hell? That's better. That's been my week. Let's put it that way. Boo! How goes you? Looks like you got the first failed part resupported and working right at least. Are you staying with the 200% now that you've got the first ones printed out that size, or are you changing things? When did you start? Last night, or did you lay them down more so they're not as tall? I can see the two central corridor pieces and the antennas being a major pain in the ass, though. I'm not looking forward to those. I think laying them down would be the best bet, though. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Give me a minute. Now, last night was weird. Got home at 4, that's when I messaged you. But it felt like the whole night went by a shit ton faster than it should have. Like, 7:30 felt like 9:30. Probably because it's getting darker way earlier and we haven't entered daylight savings time just yet. But I forced myself to stay up till at least 10. But then I went to bed. I took my sleepy pills and said fuck it, went to bed. Um, yeah, I woke up at about 7:30 this morning. And just gotta start with my day. But even Jen was mentioning how it just felt weird, like it felt later than it really was. Ow. Filling in ejector pin marks. I know daylight savings time is near. How many of these we really gonna notice? They're gonna be noticeable. But they're deeper. Yeah, it's live here, but I didn't see you type. Yeah. Yeah, weird. You should be connected. Yeah, it says it's connected with YouTube chat. I don't know why it's not showing. Somebody wanna... Hold on. Yeah, that worked. Weird. Anyway. But yeah, you'd see it as a SWAT vehicle or as a police vehicle of some sort. I know in Demolition Man, I think they had one as one of the police vehicles at the beginning. Drop my brush. Oh, Frank. Why are you sitting down there? Oh, you brought your poof. Okay. Okay, go get it. Frankie wants to play fetch. Yeah, if these weren't as deep as they are, I probably would have tried just using the Mr. Surfacer. But they will be somewhat visible, especially once the interior is painted seafoam green. So, unfortunately, they have to be taken care of. This is kind of spinning my brain this early. Let's get something a bit different. Less screechy. I wish I could just play my regular music, but YouTube would have fits. And I don't really need a ban or a suspension from copyright. Okay. Supposedly this piece goes here. Everybody else having a good weekend though? It's raining here. There we go. No. Let's be nice. We shall not enter crotchety old man territory. Not yet, anyway. Get your tail off the wires, Frank. There's your puff. Sorry, cat wants attention. Frankie, go get it. I'd say go say hi, but if you're anything like me, that would probably be a little creepy given the age difference. Did you bring it back? Go. That's all he wants to do when he finds his puffball toy. He just wants to play fetch all day long. Where is it? Where is it? Stop knocking shit over. Here, go get it. Yeah, today is a very dreary day. And since I woke up early, I figured I'd get on early. It wasn't supposed to start raining until about 11. No, it started at 8. Well, Frank, you're gonna have to wait. I'm in the middle of something. Anybody else here have a cat that likes to play fetch? Do not pull on my wires. Thank you. Little brat. One stretcher done. We're just trying to wrap up the details on this, then get started on the painting. Still a lot of details to wrap up. I did get the Bushmaster Humvee yesterday. It was successfully delivered. And the basic plastic is indeed the same as the Stinger Humvee kit. Maybe if I reach a break point, I can get it out and show you how there's like a difference. We're supposed to possibly have snow by tomorrow. We'll see. The temperature's warmed up a little bit, so most likely no. But I've seen it snow on 45-degree days here. It's not what the temperature's at where I am, it's what it's at above me. Yeah, the Verlinden set for the Stinger should be here next Friday. And then I'll probably order the replacement wheels for the Bushmaster this week at some point, just so I can have that all on hand. Excuse me. So these I can't put in yet, but I'm going to clip them off the sprue. Yeah, I'm honestly getting kind of tired of hearing about Ukraine, to be honest. I think the rest of the world is too, but not for the same reason I am. And I thought I'd bump that off. Excuse me. So these will get installed here, but they have to be painted black first. And it's easier to paint them outside the vehicle than trying to paint them installed. Especially when I still have to paint more of the vehicle itself. Once the stretchers are on, you're really not going to see those sink marks, so I'm not going to worry about those. Well, the main reason I'm tired of hearing about it is because it's gotten drawn into a stupid quagmire like 14 to 18 did back in the last century. You know, show me results. Show me forward momentum. Show me that all the bullshit propaganda that you're spouting about, oh, your weapons are doing so much good, then why haven't you advanced in 3 years? If they're doing as good as they say, they should be halfway to fucking Moscow by now. Not just launching drones at it. So yeah, tired of talking about that. There's those two. Did I forget something on the interior? I did. We'll fix that. Oh, Alex, didn't you say you got the TACOM M113? The 16th scale one? Well, when you get around to it, let me know if you're going to use the crew figure or not. Because somebody may have somehow had a Tongday M113 on the way to him. Hey, Jeff. But yeah, because the weather's so foul today, these haven't been working too well. Well, it's perfect for what I want, because I'm doing a NATO 3-color, possibly late 80s camo. You know, 80s, 90s version. It's the A2 with the extended fuel tanks. But I want to do either Desert Storm or early OIF version. And unfortunately, the Tongday does not come with a figure. Well, I don't mind the rain. Just wish the pressure changes weren't so drastic. But right now I'm going back through the instructions because I'm noticing not parts that I've forgotten, but just stuff that I've skipped over. Trying to get everything arranged. Nice. You're gonna have a, what is it, a pithead wheel on your mine? Yeah, mine'll be fine the way it is. I just need a crew figure for it. And I think the one that comes in the Andes one is late Vietnam, mid-Cold War type stuff. Yeah. No worries, Jeff. We're kind of doing a slow day today. Let's build the steps for the back. That's what all these are. Once I have all the bits and bobs built, then I'll be able to start in on painting. Well, first we gotta sand down the putty and the surfacer, but then we'll start painting. So I'm not using the front grille on this. What I might do is use the winch bumper that I have from the... Wow, my brain is not working today. Yeah, so the Stinger kit has a winch bumper on it. I might modify this and put it on it. And I've taken the 3-hole bumper that was in this, and I'm going to put that on the Bushmaster version. Even though the 4-hole bumper wouldn't be wrong, it's not the one I want to use. But yeah, we'll have to take a minute and go over the Bushmaster kit just to show more of the oddities and such. Yeah, but I reached out on my Facebook page too to see if anyone I knew was building the Tacom Andes M113 to see if I could get a crew figure. So far, nothing. I'm trying to think back to when the first time I remember seeing a Humvee used on film or on screen. And it's a toss-up between Demolition Man. Hey, Uther. Yeah, it's a decent little model. And the RoboCop TV series, I think, had some. And I'm just trying to remember which came first. I don't remember seeing it any other movies or films before then. I don't know if it's still in production or not. They're cheap on eBay, though. And they're common enough that if you have a local hobby shop, it could still be available at one of those. It's definitely an older kit, but it checks out. And then this will glue here once everything's together. I'm gonna make one more mod because it doesn't matter. These locating pins gotta go. because they'll cause more problems than fix. That's better. I would just cover it with camo netting, especially if you got plenty of pictures of it with it installed. The thing is, I know you're going for a Danish one. Do you guys use just the regular netting, or do you use the system that velcros onto the hull? But instead of chasing the never-ending dragon's tail of the most up-to-date version, pick a tank, lock it in time, and replicate that tank. Because especially with the A7 series, you'll never get a perfect one. They're always changing it depending on who's using it, when, all that. It's non-stop with that thing right now. Is anyone seeing any kind of lag or anything on my connection? I just got a red connection. It's green again. Good thing I'm not streaming anything important, huh? Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, it's staying mainly in the yellow, but I've got some dropped frames, not too many. I don't know how long this has been going on for. Yeah, find one that's been referenced a ton and just make that tank as it looks in the pictures. Because you're always going to run into that one guy. Well, actually, it now has this. And it's like, well, actually, when I was making the model, it didn't, so there. Yeah, we're red connection again. Come on, I started early. I wanted a good day today. Don't do this, OBS. Welcome back. Yeah, we're kind of keeping an eye on our connection. OBS has been acting up. It's red again. Yeah, you'll probably see some stuttering here and there. Or dropping into the 1700s, then back up to 3000. So. I haven't gotten any disconnection warnings yet. Well, I've worked on stuff that small before. Let me present to you Mini Humvee. I didn't have a match for seafoam at the time. But the entire interior here is scratch built. I doubt it's that. It's probably just the weather. This area really sucks in the winter time for connection issues. Saw that one of the ambulance versions had sold on GovPlanet recently for $5,000. That's cheap, Uther. There's another one that sold last month, went for $16,000. And stripped down up armored ones, so like the 1151s and stuff, they go for 10 to 16 easy. Well, it's not so much EM, it's just we have really bad connection points around here. The local providers are just shit service. There's probably water or something getting into them because of the rain, or the wind is wiggling the line so it's not connecting well. Or it could be I just need to restart OBS. Every now and again OBS does that too. So I'm just taking care of the high visibility sync marks on these doors. Come on, finish sanding. Alright, just a few more bits and bobs, and we can get to painting. Occasionally we'll get a good thunder or lightning storm through here, but that's usually at night. The really good ones are when you get the thunder and lightning and it's snowing. Excuse me. Had a bit of a hiccup. Okay, it does go like that. Well, if you like ICM kits, they're about to get more expensive. Because their production facility just got bombed. Exactly. The internet is high speed, but doesn't matter if you can't use it. And it's always during rain or wind. Snow, not usually, at least not until after the snow starts melting. Sorry, I got an itch. Frankie? Frankie? Okay, we are almost ready for paint. Excuse me. I gotta stop doing that. So yeah, we're gonna throw this into the Stinger Humvees box. Bushmaster one up here too. Get our water cans out here. Excuse me again. Oh my god. One last check to make sure I don't need those two other parts, the 32. So should I do this one in Desert Tan? I don't have any tan. I don't have any sand. I've just got the Tamiya dark yellow, and without the contrast of the camo, it doesn't work very well. It looks too dark when the whole thing is like that. M113 did have a anti-air version. I believe it was the M163 VADS, Vulcan Air Defense System. It was a 20mm Vulcan cannon and a turret with a radar. But just like the Duster... Hi, Frank. Where is it? Where is it? Where'd you put it? Yep. Just like the Duster, they found out it worked better against trees and people than it did against planes. And there was also a tow version of the M113, and the mortar version. Yeah, something's not right here. If you guys don't mind, I'd like to take a minute to reset OBS, because even Bitch and Betty stopped talking. So something's out of sync here. So I'll be right back. Don't leave. Just